Hi everyone, it's Heather with Ideas to Come, and I had been asked to show you guys how to make the glue stand. I have that one and I have this one, and I put you guys on a side view. I know that my lighting has been way too bright, so I kind of angled it to the side. And I've got several pieces of cardboard here. Now you can do a cardstock, you can do a cardboard. I just kind of threw mine together. Because I'm just going to use it and no one's really going to be viewing it, but other than what I showed you guys. So first of all, you want to start out by cutting your cardboard, and I did that already because just for time frame wise, my video camera only records for 20 minutes, so I have to do it quickly. And I don't have my scoreboard in here, so I need to get my scoreboard. Okay, so basically you're going to need, did I turn it back on? Yes. You're going to need a scoreboard. You don't necessarily need your bone things if you don't, your bone folders. If you don't have one, that's fine. And that's why this is so simple, because you can make it with cardboard. These pieces are cut 6.5, and this one's a little crooked. 6.5 by 6.5. Okay, each board you need 2 pieces that are 6.5, and you need to save your scraps because you're going to need them. So first you take one 6.5 by 6.5, and if you want to do it this way, I didn't do it this way, but on each side, can you guys see that? Let me angle you down so you guys can see what I'm doing. And hopefully I don't block the light. Okay, are we good? I think we're good. Yes? No? Maybe? Okay, right there. What you're gonna, let me put these out of the way for right now so I can show you. What you're gonna need to do, and I measured mine and I marked it with a pencil. I didn't actually use my scoreboard, and what I did is at the 1-inch mark where I marked it, because if you do it this way, for me, I mean, you can. It's hard to do because you can't really feel the line underneath, really. So, what I did is, so I don't like to do it that way. Sorry. I measured it at 1 inch, and I did that on all sides. And then I drew my line, which this one is crooked, but that's going to be okay. And then I took my ruler, and I just kind of bent it in there and bent it up like that. So I just pressed it real hard and bent it up, because cardboard's a little bit different than chipboard. So that's the way it worked best for me. But I mean, if you need to use a scoreboard, you can. It just, for me, didn't come out very straight. So that's how I did it. Bend it up. I don't even think that's 1 inch. Bend it up. Well, you have to push on it. So I'm just going to do this for your guys' viewing. And you do each side at 1 inch. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to, and I kind of bend it over like that. That's helpful, so that your sides go up. And then you need to have it at the same size so that you're not lopsided when it stands up. So basically you have your 4 sides bent up just like you would, and you can do chipboard. And then you're going to want to cut one side on each end, turn it over, cut up to that point where you bent it. And then you want to choose how you want it to go in. You can, I had mine go in like this. It just gave it more support. Put my glue and held it there until it conformed, of course. So each side, really simple to do that part. it's harder to bend it, I think. This part is just a matter of patience. I'm waiting for the hot glue to get cool so it will stay. And since I'm trying to rush it, it's not going to do that. Since it's not going to do that, I'm just going to do that. Because I'm impatient, and usually what I think I used was binder clips to hold it in place until it glued. And being that it's cardboard, it's a little bit unagreeable with going that way. And then this way you don't so there's your bottom piece. That's going to be your bottom piece. And then the other piece, and is this it? Yeah. The other piece, so when you're making this piece here, I hope I'm in frame, you're going to measure this. This is going to be, because these two sides are 1 inch each, that comes out to 4.5, and you just have to measure it. And then so you just have to cut your next piece to 4.5. I think I already had one cut here. I did. Okay, so there's my piece at 4.5. And I'm going to take my clips off of there. So there's your bottom piece. And mine's lopsided. Just disregard that because you can see I put it together all crooked. There's that piece, and then this piece you want. And basically what I did for mine is I went ahead and measured where my glue gun was going to be. It was a little bit, you know, because every glue gun is different, and I wanted mine to point down. So I'm looking at about right here. And I just, you know what, I just eyeballed it, but if you want to be precise, that's 3 1/8 of an inch. 3 1/8. 3 1/8 inches to where I want to cut that center part. And so I want this is 5 inches. See, that was different, but this is 5 inches wide, and so I'm gonna go to the halfway point, and I think that's gonna be 2.5. So right there is my center, and so I want to make my opening just the right amount of my gun, which is the circumference here. Let's see, it's 7/8 of an inch on that, so that's what I'm gonna make this 7/8 of an inch. This is gonna be a little bit bigger than that. And what I did, because I'm not a measurer, I cut it smaller at first, and then I need my, where is it? My X-Acto knife, and I need my mat here because I don't want to ruin my new surface here. So I will move all this. Sorry, I should have been more prepared, guys, which, you know me, I never am. So that one I'm gonna cut that there. And I want to do it smaller because, and then basically for me, and to be honest, I just kind of winged it of how high I wanted it to be. So I'm cutting off all that extra. There's my backing. And this is going to be my 2 sides to hold my gun in there. And on this one I didn't do 2, but on one of them I doubled it. So I just simply cut out that piece there. I bent mine over a little bit because it was too large. Gosh, I hope I'm getting in frame here. So there, that's simply all it is. Let's see. So let's see if does it fit? It doesn't fit. It fits, but it fits tight. So I'm going to open that up just a little bit more. And I just do about 1/4 of an inch, actually 1/8 of an inch each time. There we go. It's there. So then all I got to do, and I papered mine before I assembled it, but I'm just going to assemble it. And basically that's all that is right there. I did put a little bit more glue right here to help hold it, and on the bottom you can put a little bit glue. And what you also want to do is you want to save all your pieces, because you need to fill this part in, and it helps give it weight so that it doesn't fall over. See if you can see mine. See, I just added more cardboard inside, and this little piece that I have right here, this is one of those non-skid things, and you can buy this for carpet or you can buy it for shelf lining, and it's cheap. And I just put it there to help hold it. You don't have to put that there. You can make yourself a little guard right there of some type to help hold your gun there. But you don't really need to do that. It's not necessary. So basically that's all it is a little box that you've made 1 inch on each side. This you can make as large as you want. Like this one is smaller circumference, and all I did here, as you can see, is I have one long piece and I folded it up, and I can do a video on that one as well, but I'm gonna stop there with that one because I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of time. And that is it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Thanks for asking me to do this tutorial, ladies, and thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.